Right lads, first time using this GoPro this way so close to me. So yeah, basically I'm going to do a little bit of a walk. I'll tell you before I'll start, I walked up Bangla Road already. It's quiet, very, very quiet. Now, met a couple of Irish lads further up the way. I was chatting to them. Gonna go out and meet them later for a cup of tea. And they were telling me there's no issues, pretty much most roads off Bangla Road. No issues whatsoever getting your cup of tea or whatever. Anything you desire, yeah, you'll get, basically. Obviously I don't desire any of that because I'm a good boy. But in case any of you lads do, then that's up to yourselves. So what I'll do is I'll do a little walk around there now. You'll see it now in a few seconds. And maybe just 5-10 minutes. You can have a little look around. I don't really want to be videoing anyone drinking tea because they're not supposed to be these days. So I'll try and avoid that. I wouldn't say the place is crazy busy, but it's a million times better than ASQ. You can get out. I got my first result last night, so delighted with that. And you can get out, you can do your few bits, whatever you want to do, you can do. Once you get your first negative test. I think I have 2 more tests to go, so hopefully I'll be okay. I'm generally keeping myself to myself for the most part, so I'm not too bad. So anyway, listen, without too much further ado, I'll just do a little walk around there now for you. So hopefully you'll like it, just to give you an idea what's going on around these parts. Right lads, to start this video here, pretty much sure most of you know where this place is. That's Bangla Road up there. As you can see, there's movement up there, but it's quiet. I walked up, it is very, very quiet. I'm going to go up further on that way later on, because there's plenty of places up further on where you can go in and have your cup of tea and watch a bit of sport or whatever. So take a look up this way. I took a walk up this way earlier, but I don't know too much about it. Sorry cap, I don't know too much about it. As I say, it's 20 years since I was in Phuket, so I wouldn't be way up on it. But all the restaurants are open. Your massage places are open. There's plenty of the girls are trying to get you in and all that, and some of the boys. And sh1te cab. And then I just walked past some massage next there. I don't know if you've seen it on camera right down the bottom. It said no sex. Quite amusing. But yeah, we'll just carry on walking up on here and see what's up here. Oh, there's a little show going on for you. Very good. Just doing a bit of dancing there to keep the troops entertained. And yeah, we'll keep walking. I don't know what the story is with this GoPro yoke, because it goes dark on my side, so I can't see what's actually video, and I thought I'd be able to see all the way. So I'm just hoping that this video thing will just keep videoing as we walk up this way. We'll just walk up a bit. Like, to me, you have to remember, I'm on quarantine. So when I done my quarantine in January, I was stuck in a hotel room. So to be able to come out and have your freedom here, it's just unbelievable. Like, I love it. I'd recommend it for anybody who's sh1te cab, anybody who's living in Thailand and they're just coming back, rather than to do an ASQ. I would say get yourself down to Sandbox. I know they say there's risk involved with the COVID tests and all of that sort of stuff, but for me it's not that big a risk. One of the things I noticed actually was on the plane last night, which was really weird. I had bid for an upgrade on my flight, and on the upgrade on my flight I was put into business class, which was fine. Went into business class, the thing was packed, every seat was taken. When I went to use the bathroom, I walked into economy, everybody was asleep. 3 or 4 lines of, you know, they had 3 or 4 asleep. My cap, your king cap. They were sleeping, they had 3 or 4 seats to themselves. So, you know, I don't think you need to worry too much about catching COVID on a plane. And don't upgrade, for God's sake, don't upgrade if they offer it to you. Well, I mean, check your flights and all that first, but I wouldn't recommend it. Because, as I say, it only cost me about 60 to 100 quid. I'm not quite sure how much it cost me to upgrade. But when I seen all the empty seats in economy, I thought to myself I would have been much more comfortable there. So anyway, that's just my own little experience. I'm good. My cap, no, I walk, thank you. yeah, everybody's kind of touting for business. There's not a huge amount of people here. So, well, there's plenty of people, but it's not crazy life. Now, I haven't gone out in the evening time yet. I'll probably take a wander out later on this evening. But I would imagine everything's kind of hush-hush, you know. There's nothing obvious about drinking tea or whatever else people might be doing. Oh, there's an Irish bar. The Murphy's Irish Bar. I've seen a few Irish bars. I'm not going to walk further on there actually, because it's very dead. So what we'll do is we'll take a wander down towards Beach Road and go back the way we came, and we'll have a little look around Beach Road. But yeah, look, there's plenty to do. If you live in Thailand and you're contemplating, you know, oh, you're coming back and you're trying to decide between ASQ and Sandbox. To me, it's an absolute no-brainer. Just do the Sandbox. Don't even think about ASQ. It's not, you know, if I was doing ASQ, I'd be sat in a room now watching Netflix. And here I am instead. I'm out walking, doing this bit of a video. I'll go and have a few cups of tea maybe later. I'm going to go for a swim actually when I go back. Get myself showered, and then maybe I'll toddle on out later on this evening. Might pick up some footage. I'll see how I'm feeling later. But yeah, it's an absolute no-brainer for me anyway. But look, that's just my opinion. And also, look, another thing is it's not any. Depends where you stay, but if you look up your hotels and all of that, most of your hotels are very reasonable priced. I know the one that I am staying in is very reasonable. I think I said the price yesterday, 23,000 or something like that. So you know, I am delighted with that, and it has everything I need, so I can't complain. I don't really know what else to be telling you at the minute. I could keep waffling on, but you'll get bored with the sound of my voice probably. So I'll just keep walking, let you have a look around. I'll go down towards the beach and I'll just have a look. There's plenty of people kind of knocking about the beach, and plenty of people looking for business and whatnot. So, you know, you would not be short of company. And I found already, I've been out today, and sh1te. I've been, you know, I've actually had a couple of people come and say hello to me, and as I say, I met a couple of Irish lads. One of them only 5 minutes away from where I live, so I was chatting to them. They're happy enough with life, nice lads, and I'll probably meet up with them later. But actually, I think people are starting to come into work now. I see some girls starting to walk up this way. Maybe they're going to work or doing shopping or something, I don't know. Oh, actually, they're Farang girls, those two. They're Farang girls as well. So that's something I've noticed actually. There's plenty of ladies over here, Farang ladies over here for some reason. Whether they're working here or whether they're just on holiday, I don't really know. Not spoken to any of them, but there's quite a lot of them here. And yeah, there's plenty of Farangs around, so you won't be lost for company. Where are we now? We're just heading back now to Beach Road. It's busier down on Beach Road. Again, it's the usual, you know, this time of the evening, it's the usual. You get people laying on the beach getting a bit of a tan and having food and having drinks. I went out for lunch, I can't remember the name of the place, but I had a lovely meal there earlier. Chicken, what's it called? I can't think of the name of it. Cow, whatever it's called. It was very tasty. So, no fried egg on top though, which is very disappointing. But there you go. sh1te. sh1te. They're all waving up the camera for some reason. I don't know if you can see sh1te. Yeah, I had a nice enough lunch. It was nothing too exciting. No fried egg on top, so I was disgusted. But such is life. And I'm just looking into my left there, there's a restaurant. And it's amazing how well they're doing selling tea. Let's take a wander over to the beach here and have a look, see what's going on over these parts. You'll have to excuse me if the camera work on this is absolutely terrible. You'll have to excuse me. I'm only learning about this GoPro. I came out of the box the other week And this is really the first time I've used it, and I don't even know what the fucking thing is recording properly, what's going on, but I'm just walking along anyway and getting my daily exercise in and do a bit of video while I'm doing it, and then at least you boys can get to see something. As you can see, one of the advantages to here also is instead of being stuck in a hotel room, you're out here. I mean, look at this. Buddy cab. Yeah. No, I have coconut earlier. Oh, you want to say hello? Hello. No chair. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. I walk. Tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah. Coconut cab. Yeah. There. People are looking for business everywhere. Fair play to them. The people are. Look, it is what it is in Thailand. I find Thai people the most amazing people in the world. They're just so nice in general. They're just lovely people. They literally can't do enough for you. So yeah, everywhere you walk they're counting for business. You kind of feel bad because you can only eat one lunch, you know. You can't go in thinking, I know I look like I have about 10 of them, but I don't eat 10 of them a day. So you can only kind of have your one lunch and your one meal or two meals or whatever. So you're only spending, what I'll try and do is I'll try and spread it about a bit, so that different people are getting, you know, the business is going about. I know it's not a lot, but look, I'm pretty sure every little helps for these people. What they need is tourists back, is what they need really. But I'm not going to put a dampener on it because, as I said, it's like, it's you know, as an option apart from ASQ, it's just unbelievable. Like the difference here now and when I done my ASQ. I remember day 1, day 2 of my ASQ, and I was sitting in the room thinking, oh my god, 2 more weeks of this. Now I knew the prize was great at the end of it, but I was thinking, oh my god, 2 more weeks of this. But I mean, look at this. This is what you have now. You know, I'm out now. This is only, say I arrived yesterday afternoon. There's people getting massages. Buddy cab. You know, there's people, there's life about everywhere. Nowhere near what it should be, but there is plenty of life about. And I have the freedom to come and go as I wish. So, yeah, it's good. It's good. So, I suppose I'm probably repeating myself because I'm walking along this beach on my own. I forget what I said 1 second ago, so you'll have to forgive me. Let's give you a little look around here. There's people about, but there's plenty of life about. Mini mart. What I noticed was the 7s. There wasn't that many 7-Elevens open. Brings me back to a scam. I don't know how I felt for a bit of a dumbass moment for myself. I went in this morning to 7 to get some stuff, and I bought a bottle of Head and Shoulders. I know, yeah, you've seen my hair. It's not like I need it, but I just don't like dandruff, so I buy Head and Shoulders. So I bought myself some Head and Shoulders anyway. And when I got back, you know, they have a seal on the Head and Shoulders, and I noticed the seal was tampered with, and the bottle was only half full. So I'm guessing, I didn't bring it back because I was just about to hop in the shower at the time. Hop being the operative word there. But I didn't bring it back, but it was like, yeah, I'm guessing what they're doing is pouring half into another bottle and taking 50% of the profits or something like that, I'm imagining. And it just struck me as unusual because it was 7-Eleven. It's just something to keep an eye out for, you know. Make sure anything that you're buying with a seal on it, the seal is totally untampered with. Because as I say, it was only when I got home I noticed the seal was tampered with. But look, you live and learn, And it wasn't anything drastic. I didn't get let's speak please kept aside. I didn't get ripped off by a huge amount or anything like that, so I can't complain. I should probably have to buy more shampoo before I go back. Up here, see up here, I don't know if you can see, lads, the pizza company there. And just up in the middle of this road, up in the middle there. Up there, if you can see in the distance, that is the DoubleTree where I stay. So I'm up there, and as I say, sufficient, perfect for what I want, and the price was ideal. I was a little man like myself, half a leg. Fair play to him. Plenty of us. Go ahead, buddy. Plenty of us. You're welcome. There's plenty of us one-leggers knocking about. There you go, look, you see the ladies over there, and just, I'm not looking at ladies. Tammy, if you're watching this, I'm saving myself for you. Just in case you're watching. Well, you will be watching, I know you'll be watching. So, yes, I'm being good. I'm a good boy. I'm just out walking and getting fit again, trying to lose that 2 stone I put on in Ireland. But yeah, as you can see now, we wander on down. It's plenty of traffic actually, which kind of is unusual. I don't know how to find out where it's all going, so I'm going myself. Must be a party on somewhere. Another thing I've noticed is I was chatting to a lad last night, and he was telling me that for any of you lads who are coming over, single lads who are coming over, there is, once you book a room for yourself, you know, for 2 people, like when you book a room, generally you'll book it for 2 people. That's what you do. And once you do that, 2 people can stay there. So once your first test is done, the lads were saying that they like, I was wondering where they're with their girlfriends or something at the pool, but no, apparently they're just friends of theirs who they bring in. Now, it doesn't seem to be an issue, so won't be doing it myself, as I said earlier. This is the place I had lunch actually. Ban Lai Mai, yeah, from what I can see. That's where I had my lunch, which I am walking off now. Not a bad spot. Expensive enough though, now, because it's on the beachfront. It is expensive. I suppose most places on the beachfront are expensive. But I'll be going up Second Road. I'll be going up to, a friend of mine was on earlier, was saying to me go up to Rawai. And I'm going to go up to, is it Richie and Maybell? They have a place, I'm not sure whether it's the name of the place, Kata I think it's in, or something like that. So I'm going to take a wander up there as well, at some stage of the game, and catch up with them, or get to meet them. I've never actually met them, but I've been in touch with Richie, and he's like saying, yeah, come on, pop up anytime. So I'll do that. I'll pop up and I'll go and visit them and see what the story is with their place. As the usual, plenty of the old beach volleyball going on. If you've been to Thailand, you'll know it's big over here, although they also seem to be Farangs playing there at the minute. It's big amongst the so we say the Limo Brava ladies up around sh1te there every evening, keeping themselves fit, playing the volleyball. It's actually very entertaining sometimes to watch. I like watching it myself when I'm out for my walk. There's no soccer or anything like that to be going to see, and definitely no Gaelic football over these parts. Now, I have a feeling there's a girl down here is going to try and nab me, because I've done the usual when I walked past this morning. I said, oh yeah, I'll come in later, so she's going to jump up now and say, oh, you remember me. But I'll tell her I'll come back next week or something, because I'd say preparing herself to lap on me now. But yeah, they're getting plenty of customers. Well, not plenty, but they're getting enough customers to keep them going. Like, so it's definitely. sh1te Cav. I done. No, my. I get another time maybe. Cocoon Cap. Maybe next week. Cocoon Cap. I didn't get nabbed. But yeah, I'm going past a lot of these beach massage places. They seem to be reasonably busy. Seem to be doing okay. I know up at sh1te before I left, wasn't happening up there at all. You know, nobody was getting any business. So I think it's definitely on the up. Slowly it's beginning to come back. Been reading a few stories here and there, and it's coming back, it's not coming back. So you just don't know what to believe. I think it was Marvin Gaye. He said, believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Heard it through the grapevine. I don't know if any of you know that song. Classic. Love a bit of Marvin myself. So yeah, I'll believe it when I see tourists being able to come in without any quarantine, without anything like that. I've never seen, weirdly enough, Chambri, Pattaya, them places with tourists. I've seen here with tourists 20 odd years ago, seen Koh Samui, I've seen Riley Island, PP, all the islands down south, but I've never seen Pattaya busy with tourists. As soon as the borders do open up, whenever Tammy gets vaccinated, I'm going to come back down. I promised another friend of mine I'm going to get down to Samui and see. I'll go and see him, but I want to catch up. When I stayed there in a place called Lamai, I didn't stay in the busy place. I know Chuang is the main place, but I stayed in Lamai and loved it. Absolutely loved it. That was years ago. It's one of the reasons I'm back here. You know, is one of the things. sh1te cab. It's one of the things that drew me back to Thailand. Was it such an amazing experience that I had in Lamai and Samui and Rayleigh Island I loved as well. If any of you ever get the chance to go there, I'd highly recommend Rayleigh Island. I'm going to check out where I can go while I'm here. Actually, I'm not sure where I can go or where I can't go, but I think I can go to different places. Suratani, Krabi, once my second week kicks in. So if I can, I will. I'll find out as I go along, you know. So let's see what happens. So look, I pretty much walked a fair amount of the beach there now. So I'll show you up along the beach there now. And I mean, look lads, look at this. Where would you rather be, in a hotel room or here? And for God's sake, you know, it's just unbelievable. I have to pinch myself, you know, and just look, you know, how lucky I am with my life. That I can stay in places like this, and it just blows my mind. It does get goosebumps just thinking about, you know, the fact that I can kind of come and stay in places like this. And even though it's not the way it should be, but it's just an amazing experience, amazing thing to be able to do. I'll probably try and watch this video back before I post it, because I don't know whether it's video or what the crack is. I could have been walking the last 20 minutes or whatever it is, talking to myself, for all I know. So yeah, hopefully it's going to come out, hopefully, touch wood. And the jet ski, boys, I've been offered the jet skis a few times today as well. Not something I'd be into. Even when I had two legs, I didn't like it. I'd done it before, wouldn't be a fan of it. Too much salt water in my eyes and my face. 53 years of age now, in fairness, not fit for it. But I am actually, what I want to try and do, a friend of mine was saying to me, I should try the snorkeling. Now I swim a lot, and I'm actually going to look into it and see is it possible to do it, you know, to go out, and there's an easy way to hop back up on the boat. It's no bother to me to be able to get into the water and swim and have a look around. And this GoPro thing, once I figure it out, is an underwater GoPro, so maybe I'll be able to get some footage of it. Need to learn a lot more before I do all that, but hey, I'll do it as I'm going along. Well, there's guys pointing at motorbikes, showing scratches, so I can only assume he's going to rent the motorbike and say that those scratches were there. Really, he should be taking pictures. If I was him, I'd be videoing. But then it's just me. But yeah, look guys, I've waffled on. I've just given you a quick look around. I'll try and as I get more used to this GoPro, I'll be able to do more. I can only hope this has turned out reasonably okay. I might have been pointing it too high, too low. I have no idea. So, oh, you okay? You okay? You good? Yeah. Charge. Yeah, she's good. Little child fell over there. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm pointing this thing the right way, the wrong way, or whichever way I'm pointing it. sh1te cab. My cab. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm pointing. Sorry, I'm getting myself confused. I'm just talking to people as I'm wandering on here. Very social animal I am. And I'm earning my cup of tea, which I'm going to have in about an hour's time, I'd imagine. I'm going to go back to the hotel and see if this video has turned out anyway decent. I can only hope. And if it does, then if it's okay, I'll upload it. sh1te cab. I want to try and as well, what I'll try and do is that as the week goes on, try and interview some of the local people, just to get the vibe of, you know, how they're coping with it. I know I was chatting to a couple of the ladies in the massage parlours there this morning. I was walking past because we're stopping. I was just asking them, you know, how's it going and whatnot. And There's the you know, very not busy at all, basically, you know. So they're lucky if they get 1 or 2 customers a day. So yeah, you know, touch wood, everyone will be back next few months. I don't know how long it'll be, but maybe the next few months people will be back. I need to buy my, I don't know if the sound will be any good for this as well. I need somebody ringing a bell there. I need to figure out a microphone for this thing as well. Get myself a lot more organised. But look, this just give you all a feel of what it's like over here at the moment. To me, I'm delighted I made this decision to come here. I'm incredibly happy I made the decision to come here, and I'm gonna make the most of it while I'm here. You know, as people save all their life here to come here. This is, I remember years ago talking to a friend of mine, saying, "Oh, if you ever won the lotto, the lotto was the Irish lottery. If you ever won the lotto, he'd go to this amazing place he'd heard of called Phuket, you know." And that friend of mine ended up being my best man when I was getting married, and still my best pal. I was only talking to him last Sunday before I came back, and I was saying to him, "Do you remember that?" And you said that, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'd love to go there, I'd love to." I was saying, you know, that's where I'm going to be for the next couple of weeks, quarantining, and he couldn't believe it. He was like, "What?" So, you know, people probably save their a lot, you know, work hard and save to get to a place like this. So I am super privileged, like, and you know, that's, yeah, just very, very lucky. So look, this time I will leave it at that, because we're nearly at my I'm looking to see, we're at my hotel, very close to my hotel now. So I'm just going to wander up to my hotel here now, and I'll go in and have a look and see what way this video turned out or did not turn out. And then well lads, for any of you still watching, that video got knocked off at the end. My GoPro ran out of battery, so I've done well to get it so far. I do plan to do a lot more videos next couple of weeks, keep you all informed on how the old sandbox is going. Just about to go for a bit of dinner now. If I get any footage or anything going on, I'll stick it on tomorrow. If not, I have a few plans made, nothing major, nothing in concrete just yet. But I want to try and do a bit of scuba diving if I can, or go and see different things. Just give myself a few days just to settle into where I am. And yeah, we'll have some decent content. I'd like to think anyway we'll have some decent content coming up soon. I get a bit more used to my GoPro even. So anyway, look, if you did watch till the end, fair play to you. You have more patience than me. And for now, toodles. We'll talk to you again. Toodles, bye, stay safe.